Hello, Yaladim. It's almost the holiday of Shavuot, and today's puppet show is Le'ilui Nishmat נחמיה Yom Tov ben Rייזל ומרדכי. It's sponsored by the Liberov family from Brussels, Belgium. Thank you so much. Children, Hashem was ready to bring the Torah to earth and give it to the people in the world. But before offering it to the Jewish people, Hashem went to all 70 nations and he asked them, "Do you want my Torah?" The nation of Midian said, "Well, what does it say in the Torah? We need to know first before we say yes." And Hashem said, "It says in the Torah that you have to daven only to Hashem. You have to have only one Hashem. You can't have any idols." And the nation of Midian said, "Nah, we daven to idols all the time. No, we don't want Hashem's Torah." Hashem went to the nation of Yishmael and he said to them, "Do you want my Torah? Well, what does it say in the Torah? Before we say yes, we need to know." And Hashem says, it says in the Torah, you mustn't steal. Not to steal. Oh, no. How will we live then? How will we make money? No, we don't want Hashem's Torah. Hashem went to the descendants of Esav and he asked them, "Do you want my Torah? Well, what does it say in the Torah? We need to know first." And Hashem says, it says in the Torah, you mustn't harm others. You have to be safe and never hurt others. And they said, no. Look, we have our weapons with us all the time. No, we don't want Hashem's Torah. And after Hashem went to all 70 nations, Hashem came to the Jewish people and he said, "Do you want my Torah?" And right away the Jewish people said, "Na'aseh v'nishma." Yes, Hashem, we want your Torah because it's your Torah and we love you, Hashem. And no matter what the Torah says, no matter what Hashem wants, we want to do it. We will do and we will listen. And Hashem was very happy with what the Jewish people answered. But then Hashem said, "1 minute, who's going to be your guarantors? Who's going to make sure that you always keep the Torah?" And the Jewish people said, "Well, that's very easy. That's very simple. We have great Avot and Imahot, our patriarchs, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. They were so great. Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah, our mothers, they will be our guarantors. They'll be the ones to make sure we always keep the Torah." And the Jewish people were sure Hashem would say yes. But Hashem said no. If the Avot and Imahot are the guarantors to make sure you always keep the Torah, then Hashem said, "No, I'm sorry, they lived a long time ago. I'm not giving you the Torah then." The Jewish people felt so bad. They said, "Oh no, what should we do?" And they came to Moshe Rabbeinu and they said, "Moshe Rabbeinu, you are our great leader. You will be our guarantor. You will make sure that we always keep the Torah." And Moshe went to Hashem and he said, "Hashem, the Jewish people said I should be the guarantor." But again, Hashem said, "No, if Moshe is the guarantor to make sure you always keep Torah, then no, I'm not giving the Torah to the Jewish people. Moshe isn't going to be around forever. No, I'm not giving the Torah." And the Jewish people were so worried. They said, "Oh no, we really want to get the Torah. What should we do?" They said, "Hashem wants the most special guarantors who'll always learn Torah." "I know. Our children. Go tell Hashem that our little boys and our little girls, our Yeladim, our Ingelach and Meidalach, they are going to be our guarantors, the little boys and the girls. We will make sure to always teach them Torah. And as soon as Hashem heard that, Hashem was so happy. Hashem said, yes, if the little boys and girls, the little Jewish children, if they will be the guarantors, if you will make sure to always teach them Torah, then yes, of course I'll give the Torah to the Jewish people. When these little boys and girls grow up and they become daddies and mummies, they will teach the Torah to their children. And when those little children learn Torah and then they grow up and become daddies and mummies, and they'll make sure to teach it to their Torah. And the Torah will exist forever. Just like today, Baruch Hashem, we're gathering together, all our little children, and we are learning Torah together. So hooray for you, children. And the Jewish people were so happy. They were so excited they were going to get the Torah. They counted 49 days from the time they came out of Mitzrayim till the time they were getting ready to get that Torah. They were so excited. And Hashem came to look, what mountain should I give the Torah on? And the biggest, tallest mountain came and he said, oh, look at me. I am such a tall mountain. Oh, for sure the Torah has to be given on me. I mean, look how tall I am. Children, this mountain was showing off. He was saying, I'm better than everyone. I deserve the best. I'm entitled. I should get everything for myself. Children, Hashem doesn't like when a person behaves like that and is very proud and very arrogant and thinks they should get more than others and that everyone has to give them everything. And Hashem didn't want to give the Torah on the tall mountain. The very wide mountain came and he said, look at me. I'm the widest mountain. The Torah should be given on me because I'm so wide. And the very green, grassy mountain came and said, oh, look at me. I'm so beautiful. I have green grass all over me. The Torah should be given on me. And the beautiful golden mountain came and said, ha, oh, you guys are not so good. Look at my beautiful landscape. I'm so gorgeous. I'm so shiny. The Torah should be given on me. And one by one, children, all the mountains began to argue and show off and say that they are better than everybody else. There was one mountain, children. He was a small mountain. He knew he was a mountain and he knew he was great. But he didn't say, I'm great because look at me. He said, if I'm great, it's because Hashem made me great. It's because Hashem made me a mountain. He didn't take the credit for himself. He didn't feel he's better than everyone. Hashem made me a mountain. And if Hashem wanted, he didn't have to make me a mountain. I'm grateful to Hashem, but I'm not going to think that I'm better than everybody else. I'll use whatever strengths Hashem gave me to serve him. But I won't think that I'm greater or better than everybody. Whatever greatness I have, it's because Hashem gave it to me. And he was a very humble mountain. And Hashem came to Har Sinai. And Hashem said, little Har Sinai, because you're humble, because you didn't show off, I'm going to give the Torah on you. And little Har Sinai said, but look at me. I'm so plain. I don't have any pretty flowers. I don't have green grass. And Hashem said, don't worry, Har Sinai. Even though you're in the desert, Hashem made a big miracle. And Hashem made Har Sinai so so beautiful. He covered him with flowers and grass and beautiful, beautiful plants all over. And Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe, build a fence, put the fence around Har Sinai so that none of the Jewish people would come on Har Sinai, because I'm going to come down on the mountain. When it's time for me to give the Torah, I will be revealed on the mountain, and the mountain is going to be very holy. And no one is allowed to come on the mountain except for Moshe Rabbeinu when Hashem is revealed on the mountain. The Jewish people were so excited. Like I told you, they counted 49 days till Hashem would give them the Torah. And Hashem told Moshe, tell the Jewish people to prepare themselves. The daddies prepared with the daddies, and the mummies prepared with the mummies. They separated, and they washed their clothes, and they went to a mikveh to wash themselves and clean themselves, and they got all ready. They were so excited to get the Torah. Now, it was the morning of Shavuot. The sun was shining and bright and beautiful, and Har Sinai was ready and beautiful with the flowers and the trees and the fence around it. And Moshe Rabbeinu came to Har Sinai, and he says, wow, I bet all the Jewish people are by Har Sinai waiting to get the Torah. But when he came, he was shocked. Where are all the Jewish people? Why didn't they come? They so wanted the Torah. They counted 49 days and prepared themselves. Why aren't they here? And he went to look for them. And he went and he came to all their tents. The Jewish people were living in camped in tents around Har Sinai. And they were k'ish echad belev echad. They all together were excited to learn Torah, to get the Torah. They were all united and loved one another. And he comes and he looks at the tents, and he looks inside their tents. And what does he find? That they're all in their beds. He peeked inside their tent, I guess. He looked in. These were their tents. And he said they're all sleeping in their bed. What are they doing in bed? Don't they want to get the Torah? They so wanted Hashem's Torah. And he went and he woke them up and he said, Jewish people, wake up, wake up. Why are you sleeping? Don't you want Hashem's Torah? And the Jewish people came out and they said, Moshe Rabbeinu, of course we want the Torah. We want the Torah more than anything. But we thought that if we sleep, that would be better. You see, Hashem's Torah is so holy. But when we are awake, we can see the world with our eyes. We can hear the world with our ears, what's going on. We can touch the world. We feel this whole world. But when we sleep, we don't see anything. When we sleep, we don't hear anything. We don't feel anything. Our neshama goes up to Shamayim, to heaven, to be close to Hashem. And isn't the Torah so holy? Isn't the Torah up in Shamayim? We wanted to get the Torah when we're so holy, when we're not part of this world, seeing the world and hearing the world and feeling the world. We thought that's better. And Moshe Rabbeinu said, no, Torah lo b'shamayim hi. Hashem doesn't want the Torah to stay up in heaven. Hashem's whole purpose was to bring the Torah down into this world, to make this world a dwelling place for Hashem. This world should become a house for Hashem. You have to get the Torah in this world and keep mitzvot in this world, not up in Shamayim. The Torah is all about doing mitzvot like having kibud av va'em. Angels who are up in heaven, they don't have a daddy and mommy. They can't keep the Torah mitzvot like kibud av va'em. They can't go around giving tzedakah. Only people on earth can give tzedakah. They can't light Shabbat candles. All that you've got to do in this world, not up in heaven, not in Shamayim. They can't put on tefillin. You've got to be in this physical world to put on tefillin and do the mitzvah of doing tefillin, or the mitzvah of having a mezuzah on your door. And he said we need to be down in this world. So wake up. Hashem doesn't want the Torah to stay in Shamayim. And the Jewish people said, oh, okay, we didn't know. And they woke up and they started coming one by one. But you know, children, a lot of the people were not well, especially in Mitzrayim. Bad King Paro, I'm going to find you my Paro. He made the Jewish people work very hard. He said, in Mitzrayim, the Jewish people had to work very hard for me. But you know what? Because they worked very hard for Paro, many of the people got very sick. And the doctor said, well, you're very sick, so you need to walk with crutches, because they worked very hard. But when they came to Har Sinai, all of a sudden, the person who was sick and needed the crutches said, oh, 1 second, look, my legs are good. I don't need the crutches anymore. I'm all better. The person may have been blind and couldn't see in their eyes, because their eyes were blind, lo aleinu, and they couldn't see. When they came to Har Sinai to get the Torah, they said, oh, my eyes are blind. But suddenly, as soon as Hashem came to give them the Torah, they opened their eyes and they said, wow, I'm all cured. Hashem made me well. My eyes can see. And the people who were deaf, lo aleinu, and couldn't hear, they said, oh, I'm coming to Har Sinai to get the Torah. But all of a sudden, the ears worked. Oh, wow, my ears are healed. I'm all better. Hashem made me well. And one by one, all the people got healed children. And when Hashem came down on Har Sinai, there was thunder and lightning and the sounds of a shofar. Hashem came to give the Torah. The entire world was silent. Nobody made a sound. All the Jewish people were very quiet. But not just the Jewish people there. The entire world was very quiet. And when the Jewish people arrived by Har Sinai, Hashem sent down 2 malachim, Malach Gabriel and Malach Michael, and they gave the Jewish people a special present. He gave them 2 crowns, one for Naaseh and one for Nishma. Remember, I told you how when Hashem asked the Jewish people, do you want my Torah? They immediately said, yes, Hashem, we will do and we will listen. Naaseh v'Nishma. So they got 2 special, beautiful crowns as a special present for saying that. And when Hashem came to give the Torah, the whole world stopped. The whole world was quiet. The cows didn't moo. They sat very quietly. And the chickens didn't cluck. They were very quiet. And the sheep didn't bah, and the birds didn't flap their wings. They were very quiet. The whole entire world was quiet. All the people and all the animals. And in this very quiet world, where the whole world was listening, Hashem came down on Har Sinai and he revealed himself. He spoke the Aseret HaDibrot. He told us the 10 commandments and he gave us the Torah. Let's go over the 10 commandments quickly. The first mitzvah of the 10 commandments is that there's only one Hashem. Mora made the letter Hey for the word Hashem. There's only one Hashem. There's only one God. You can never believe in more than one God. You can only daven to Hashem. You mustn't daven to idols. No idols. Here we have our wonderful Jewish soldiers in the land of Israel. Hashem protect them and watch over them, and they're davening to Hashem by the Kotel, because we can't have any idols ever. And if you want to say Hashem's name, you must only say it if you're saying a bracha or if you're davening. And of course, we keep the Shabbat holy, just like Hashem worked for 6 days and Hashem rested on Shabbat. So too, we work for 6 days and we rest on Shabbat. We show everyone that we know that the one who created the world is Hashem. And the mitzvah of kabed et avicha ve'et imecha. Honor your father and mother. Listen to your daddy and mommy right away if they ask you to do something. And never to take another person's life. A person's life is from Hashem. Life is so precious, it's from Hashem. And only Hashem can take somebody away. We must never take another person's life. And of course, the mitzvot of wonderful Jewish marriages. That we have wonderful marriages. A boy marries a girl and they make a wonderful Jewish home together, and another man can't come and say, "Oh, I'm going to take her and make her my wife." If she's already married to another man, she belongs to him and nobody else can come and take her to make her his wife if she's still married. And never to chas v'chalila steal anyone. We all belong with our daddies and mummies, and no one's ever allowed to take us away. Mustn't kidnap anyone. And to tell the truth, to come to the laws of court and make sure we tell the truth. We say things how they happened. And of course, to be happy with what we have. Whatever Hashem gave us, we say, thank you, Hashem. Not to look at what other people have and say, oh, look at him. He has such a nice house. I want his house. I'm going to sit and figure out how to get his house. Or, look at him. He has such a lovely wife. I'm going to sit and figure out how to get his wife. That a person mustn't look at other people's things and try to get their things from them. That we should be happy with what we have. The Jewish people were so happy that Hashem gave them the Torah on Har Sinai. And although Hashem gave the Aseret HaDibrot, the 10 Commandments, He also gave the entire Torah. And there were many laws, such as what's kosher and what's not kosher, how do you prepare an animal to eat it and how you don't. And the Jewish people said, oh goodness, there's so many laws and we're not sure how to keep them. Oh, I don't know how to shecht an animal yet. I haven't finished learning all the laws. What should we do? How can we eat meat? They said, you know what? We're going to eat dairy. We're going to eat milk. Because milk you don't have to prepare in an extra special way. You just have a Jew watch the milk being milked and that's kosher. So let's eat dairy products. Let's eat milchik chalavi. And so they made yummy milchik foods like ice cream and cheesecake. And we 2 children on Shavuot, we eat milchik foods to remember that. There's other reasons too, but that's one of them. And you know what, children? The Jewish people were so happy because now they learned that to be close to Hashem, Hashem gave us 613 ways to connect with Hashem. It's called a mitzvah. And on Shavuot, children, there's a special mitzvah of going to shul and hearing the rabbi read from the Torah and read the Aseret HaDibrot. And men, women, and children should try to hear it if possible. I know that We still have to be careful not to make very big crowds. That's what the doctors are saying now. But you know what, children? We should try our best to go and hear the Aseret HaDibrot on the morning of Shavuot. And remember, children, also our daddies are probably going to stay up all night. There's a minhag on Shavuot to stay up all night to learn Torah because we love the Torah so much. And because the daddies want to say, oh, we understood the lesson. The Torah doesn't stay up in Shamayim like when we are asleep, but it has to be down here in this world, keeping Torah and mitzvot in this physical world. And so they stay up all night learning Torah. So when your daddies are resting during the day because they were up all night, make sure to be quiet and not to wake them, okay? To let them sleep when they're trying to sleep. You keep the mitzvah of kibbut avayim. And you know what, children, be'ezat Hashem, very soon Hashem's going to see that we kept so many mitzvot that Hashem gave us at Har Sinai. And every mitzvah that you do adds another brick to the Bet HaMikdash HaShlishi, to the third Bet HaMikdash. May it happen very, very, very soon. And Hashem will again be revealed in this world. K'mayim le'yam mechasim. Like waters cover the sea, just like water covers the whole sea. And you see all the water of the sea. And you say, wow, look at all this water. That's the whole sea. We're going to, when Mashiach comes, see that Hashem fills the whole world. And He's always everywhere, and He's always watching over us, and He's protecting us, and He loves us, and He loves when you keep Torah and mitzvot. So thank you for listening, children. Have a happy Shavuot, and we want Mashiach now.